Hey everyone, Sam here.
And Angela, and welcome back to our channel.
It's been a while.
Been a little bit.
It's been over 6 months. It's been incredibly longer than we ever thought it would be. So we're making this video to give you an explanation. What exactly happened? Why did we stop making video content? And pretty much give you guys a little life update and tell you some things that we got planned and cooking on the side. First question numero uno. Angela, why did you stop making videos?
Well, life just kind of came in. We went on our first trip in the RV. It was a good trip. We had fun. And then we came back and it started getting towards the holidays and life happened.
It did. And along with the title of life, some honestly really good blessings happened with my business on my end. And that meant, I've turned around, it's been 6 months. I have been living in my workshop pretty much. I have a business that has exploded, which has been wonderful, a huge blessing. But it's also meant that that's where I've been, that's where you have been. And honestly, we've just been having our heads down, working, doing life, I guess you could say. And realized it's been 6 months.
In case anybody's wondering, Sam's business is kind of making 3D printed jigs that go on lasers. So if you want to print or...
You did good. You did great. I put her on the spot. I said, why don't you describe what I do?
I'll try.
Yeah. Okay, so what I've got pretty much is a business where I make accessories and parts for laser engraving machines. So, sorry to put you on the spot.
Thanks.
But I was curious,
What could I come up with?
Right, other people in the homeschool group are like, what does your husband do? I don't know. Now I know what you tell them. So yeah, there's what I do, and I don't want to make the video about that, but if you're curious, you can find out. Right, I'll put a link below. Question number 2 that I think people are probably asking is, are we still going to be doing videos?
We will. We do have plans for videoing some of the things that we have going on and will be going on soon. Right now we're getting into growing season, so I will be doing a flower garden, I hope. I got peonies that I plan on planting and get growing, and because I love peonies.
Yes, I'm here to affirm it's not we hope, it's we will. We'll make it happen, Captain.
And then we will do a small vegetable garden and that type of thing. But we're not really doing the homestead thing as much anymore. We did only have chickens as far as livestock, and those are not here anymore. We just kind of wanted something a little bit easier as far as responsibilities, that we didn't have to try so hard.
Right. But the chickens were good to eat. They were at least tasty.
No.
I couldn't resist that one. You left it open-ended. What happened to our chickens?
They went to one of my friends.
Right.
That very much enjoys them having eggs and stuff.
We were able to hook them up, or bless them, whatever you want to call it, with the chickens plus the coop and all the accoutrements. I mean, at that point, we were happy to get rid of it, right? So we loaded it up, and I think we tried to film that one. But that was a horrible experience. It really tested our grit, I guess you could say, and we just said, forget it, turn the camera off. So yeah, they've been relocated, but that, like you said, does also kind of play into or tie into or explain why we changed our channel name from Green Acre Homestead to just Sam and Angela, because we're not a homestead channel. Honestly, whenever I first picked that name, we thought we wanted to do that, and we kind of played with it for a while, but it's just not our style. I jump around way too much on interests and ideas, and
we all do.
Yeah. So that is immediate content. Now, in addition to that, we do have some content coming up that will be house related, like our single wide mobile home. 1988 Palm Harbor single wide mobile home, right?
Yes.
Should trademark that phrase. So there'll be house stuff here and there, kind of small things probably. Of course, things with the land if we do any kind of projects that way, and solar, which kind of, all of this really leads into probably the big meat and taters exciting thing for this video, which is
dreams. We have a big dream of getting a larger home. For us, that means we want a manufactured home, something that is a little more affordable than what is out there today, which is all absolutely crazy.
Yeah, even what's affordable is crazy. But
So we have picked out a home that we are working towards getting, and we plan on putting it in place of where our home is now. So that means living in a camper again.
yay. Is that our dream?
Well, it leads us to our dream.
Say it's not so. After all the work and effort and years we've put into our 1988 Palm Harbor single-wide mobile home, we're getting rid of it? Really?
Well,
Yeah. We have, okay, over the last 6 months of us in our hiatus, we have spent time thinking about additions and renovations and adding on and trying our hardest to get a hold of any kind of contractors to come out and give us the time of day. I have addition that I had drawn up on like home design architect software, dimensions it out. I even designed scissor trusses, specifically what I wanted. Couldn't get anybody. And so ultimately we kind of took that as a sign, don't do that. I mean, there's also a lot of reasons you wouldn't want to do that. So that's why we're not going to do that, I guess.
well, and one of the things that has kind of come up since we've moved here is that my back has kind of given out. I'm
yeah.
not able to do a lot of the work that we did that you guys saw, working on the flooring and putting up drywall and stuff like that. I just can't do that anymore. My back is
Yeah.
not letting me.
And it is, it's not a short-term thing either.
No.
And it's something that if you're not careful, if we are not careful, it's going to be a compound problem. So we really have to watch that.
So that's another reason we're looking at getting a new manufactured home rather than building something.
Right.
Because yes, we are totally capable of building something. He has the brains
Thank
to
you.
put it together.
You got the looks.
But our bodies are just not wanting to do that anymore.
Yeah. Well, and at the same time, with our business, right? I mean, it's same
Yeah.
stuff, but our business, I spend 40, 50 hours a week working on that. And there's just not enough time to do that without it taking years and years and years.
Yeah.
And that's not really, like, what's the word? Help me.
Well, this is also a big time in our boys' lives. They are now 9 and 12, and we also are wanting to do things like go on trips in our RV and with them, make more memories, and let them have rooms of their own before they get to be like big teenagers and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
trying to give them a good childhood as well.
Yes. So that ties into the house, right? If we take another 3 to 4 years to build a home with our boys having their own space, they're gonna be close to moving out. So at that point, it's kind of like, well, that was pointless.
Yep.
So, I mean, not saying that that's pointless if anybody else is doing it, but just for us personally with what we got going on and what we kind of want to try and do, I think this is a good fit for us. So that inevitably leads into content, right? Videos. And where we want to put the new home is right where we're standing. And like, well, you can see the edge of it here. That's where our home is right now. So that means we have to cry a little bit as we literally tear down our single wide and prepare this spot for a new home to go there. And
Yeah.
100%, if we can do it, we're going to do it, right? Machinery.
Yes.
I know you give me that look like, what? I don't
I
like
can't
machinery.
move blocks.
Right, but you can run an excavator, you can run the tractor really well with the bucket and all that. Because yeah, we got to tear up our block foundation. All of the solar installation is going to get pulled up because, well, utility companies are not generally really happy-go-lucky when it comes to you wanting to be a free, independent citizen when it comes to your power. So I'm just going to get it out of here. It's going to get packed up. It will never exist through the certification permit process, and then we'll cross that bridge later. But that means all that work we did has to get undone. And that's honestly
It's gonna be
something.
a pain.
Yeah, that's honestly something that's been like, oh gosh, are you sure? Is this really worth it? Like, it's a lot of work. And we feel like it is. So, that means videos for you, right? You get to see us rewind that VHS tape of when we built this place from raw land. So hopefully,
It might be interesting to watch.
I mean, if nothing else, yeah, it'll be interesting to see, right? Everybody likes seeing people go through life changes. And we're lucky enough to where we think we can have a positive, self-inflicted life change. And those are the ones that are kind of cool to see. Okay, I think we're done, right?
Yep.
You guys got any questions? You have to type them below. I didn't hear you. Either way, thanks for checking in to see, well, for everyone who's checked in with us, I'm sorry. I did not get back to your comments. It is not Angela. You do not blame her at all. You blame this guy. It's too much in my mind. So, sorry. This video is an apology. But hey, I think we're getting closer to being back.
Yes.
We'll do it as much as we can. But yeah, you got any questions or comments? Leave them down below.
Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time.
That's it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, the suspense. What was that, Wayne's World?
I don't know.
That's Wayne's World.
Oh, I don't know that.
Or, wait, we should, like, on 3 say, dreams!
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Anything else? We have rambled for 12 minutes and 48 seconds.
Well, that's pretty good.
I can ramble all day. I'll get this grass off my leg.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, no, I got allergies. I have a medical condition. How are we going to splice that? Where were we at?